what's going on, guys? And for this month's success video, we're going to be talking about tips to help you succeed in the classroom. So one of the biggest things that a lot of students struggle with is their time management. And ways to counteract this problem is, first and foremost, to always make a planner of maybe your to-do list or what you have to do for the day or week. Preferably, I like to use a Google Calendar. That really helps me out. I have reminders on my phone so I can know when things are going to happen, an hour before it does. I have all my classes on there, things like that. Another thing you might want to do is prioritize your time. So make sure you have time for your extracurriculars and they don't interfere with your class time, because you don't want to miss class for, let's say, like a flag football game or something like that. That's probably not the smartest use of your time. And always make sure that you have time for yourself, because if you try to fill your free time, too much of your free time, with extracurriculars, you might feel like you're overworked and overstressed, and that just won't be good for anybody. Another way to succeed is by note-taking. So you always want to note-take and read the chapters that are assigned to you, because there may be some things that are on the test that aren't on the online Isidore resources, and you want to be sure that you're one step ahead for the test by having anything the teacher might emphasize in class, or anything that might be in the book that they might not talk about in lecture. And lastly, for test preparation, you always want to make sure that you're doing the right things well ahead of advance of your test. One of the ways you could do these is by simply, classic making flashcards, rewriting your notes, rereading your notes, knowing the test format if it's available to you, get all of your questions answered. And one of the ways you can actually do this is by going to meet with your professor well in advance before your test. In order to make the process smoother, I have 8 tips for how to go about meeting and talking with your professor. So the first and foremost is to remember their preferred form of communication. Some professors might prefer email, while others might prefer in-person appointment making. Some might have their phone number on there, but always make sure you have the preferred channel of communication. And number 2, obviously schedule an appointment. How to go about scheduling that appointment is to always make sure that your professor's addressed properly. So whether it is, a doctor, or maybe they don't have a doctorate, or they prefer to be called Mr. or Mrs., whatever that title they prefer, always make sure to address them in that way. And number 3, introduce yourself. These teachers are teaching many kids a day. Some people are teaching hundreds of kids a day. They might not remember your face without, just an informal, quick introduction, or my name is so-and-so. And 4, when you're always, be ready for small talk when you go in there, because you have to remember, these professors are people. They're not just robots. They obviously want to maybe get to know you, and you reaching out to your professor can go a huge way, maybe for leniency and some grading later in the semester. And number 5, always understand the purpose of your visit. If you're going to go in, don't go in without any questions. Don't go in and say, I don't know anything. Make sure that you have questions prepared, so that way your professor can properly answer your questions. And then number 6, make sure you have everything you might need with you. So maybe that might mean a calculator, your notes, maybe the whatever homework software that you use. Have that ready and out, so that way you're not scrambling for it during the appointment. And 7, like I said before, make sure you remember that professor's a person too. So, maybe get to know your professor a little bit too. Figure out why they maybe might teach the way they do, and that will help you take notes during the class, and maybe it'll help you understand your professor a little bit better. And then lastly, don't forget, talking might not be always the way to fix everything. So, maybe going in there might not solve your problem. So maybe you might need to put in more time outside of class in order to properly study and prepare for whatever it is that may be, whether it's a paper or a test. And then here's some resources that you can also use to help you with your time management and studying habits.
Hi guys, I'll be sharing with you some resources if you are having trouble in the classroom or just need to get some extra tutoring. You can go to Marianist, and they accept you by walk-in, or you can even make an appointment with any tutorer, and they have specific subjects listed, and you could go online at the University of Dayton's website. All of the tutoring is free of charge for students, so you don't have to worry about that, and it is a lot of extra help. Also guys, don't forget that there are tutors available at the MEC Lounge every Wednesday. There are professors who are willing to help with science courses, mathematics courses, and there is now also someone from the right place who is able to come help you compose a paper. If you are looking for study spaces, don't forget to check out the library, the MEC Lounge, the Women's Center, your residence halls, Marianist, Kettering Labs. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and comment down below what videos you would like to see in the future. Thank you!